Hello, my fellow visionaries. This is Tech Visionary here. Today, I do have a build for you guys. I am building in the NV7, the case, the white version. We're going to attempt to put a Blue Eyes White Dragon in this thing. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. It is a themed build, and I'm also going to install a 7-inch LCD in there as well. So just so you guys, I guess I haven't seen anybody try to put an LCD in the NV7. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but we're going to try it today. And if it turns out the way I want it, we'll keep it. If it don't, we won't use it. We'll use it for another build. And I'll just give you a quick rundown of the parts and the reason why I chose these parts. I chose the Supreme 3070 just because I like the design of that graphics card. It reminds me of scales for like a dragon, which is part of the reason why Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And then we went with the MSI Z790 Edge Wi-Fi board, just because it matches this graphics card perfectly, and MSI symbol is a dragon, so kind of makes sense to make it a dragon theme build. So, and then we're going to go with the i7, the 12th gen, i7, the 12,700 KF. Really, I love this processor for a number of reasons. And don't get me wrong, I do like the i9, but I got the i7 at a better deal, so I'm gonna take the one that gives me the better deal. And then I also wanted to try these new fans. These Thermalite, I think I'm spelling it right. Thermalite. I'm saying it wrong. Thermalite fans. They're like $15 for 3, and they're for the bang for your buck. $15 for 3 fans. It's pretty good, and they're made of good quality. So I will do a review for these fans and give you guys an update and let you know if they're worth buying. From what I've seen and the quality and the way they feel amazing. But keep in mind, I'm probably only going to use 5 of these in this build, simply because I have the Phanteks fans that I already have that need to actually go in this case. I'm using 3 120s on the radiator and 3 140s for the bottom of the case. We're going to try something different here, just because we're using the LCD. The layout might be a little different. I haven't decided if I'm going to mount the I know the graphics card is going to be mounted vertically. I haven't decided how I'm going to mount the rad yet. I do have options. I can mount the rad at the top just to have some space for the radiator, or for the LCD to actually run the wires through there. Or I can mount the rad vertically and have the hoses coming up and be hidden completely behind the graphics card. So, but whichever looks better, we'll try. And we'll see how that turns out. But like I said, I'm looking forward to this. This has been on my mind for quite some time, and I really needed to get some content out. And I had the parts for the longest, just really didn't have the time, simply because I started a new job. New job is not too strenuous, but it requires a lot of thinking and logical thinking. And I just didn't want to, I don't want to get too distracted from that, because like I said, without the job I can't do this. So like I said, like and subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We set small goals, we reach them, attain them, and that's what I try to do with this. Like I said, you know, you have to promote yourself, and hopefully we can get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, hopefully by the end of the year. If I get it before that, then that's fine. But like I said, guys, I'm going to jump straight into this build, and if I have anything to add, I will state it in the build. Okay. Thank you, and please like and subscribe, and please watch the video. Enjoy.
I miss the family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out. I miss the days I wasn't afraid. Now I always have my guard up, hands on my face. I learned to cope with the pain. I know that people think I'm trying to get attention, but in reality I'm trying to send a message. I know there's kids out there that are going through the same thing, and if you're one of them, I hope to help your suffering. Just know it will get better, and these feelings do not stay the same. No, they don't stay the same. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life, and I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined I lost a couple friends on my way up. I took a couple L's, but that's just normal talk. I popped a couple pills, but they don't do much. And now I take Prozac in the morning with some other stuff. But why did I get into this? I feel like this is all a dream. But when I wake up, look around, this isn't even make-believe. So I sit in the corner thinking back to all the memories. I grew up with these fake beliefs, by the time I find a remedy. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life. And I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my
Alright guys, I did manage to get all-in-one cooler fan, the fans on there, fans on the rear panel, and the bottom fans. Unfortunately, I have to contact Phanteks because unfortunately I got one of the cases where the bottom rack does not line up with the I could go with some more 120s, but I'm gonna stick with the 140s. Just simply stating that because I just want to put the 140s on there, just better airflow. And these are the Phanteks 140s, and these are the Thermalite. I think that's what they're called. Actually, they actually look pretty decent. I do like that the whole thing is daisy chainable. The only difference is the Phanteks use a different type of daisy chain, whereas the Thermalite uses the old-fashioned daisy chain with the 3-pin connectors. But I will, and also the fans are daisy chainable, so the wiring is not going to be bad for this case at all. Also, I had a guy come at me in the last video, trying to tell me that I put my fans in wrong. Well, I did tell him to go download the manual, and clearly in the manual for the NV7s, since everybody think they know it all, water cool configuration, like I said, air cool configuration. The only time that your fan should be pull is if you're using air cooled. I've always explained that water cooled systems do not benefit from the intake intake, exhaust. Only air-cooled systems benefit from that. You want to exhaust as much heat as possible on water-cooled systems. That's why I already said the case is designed for water cooling in mind. So hence, I guess I was right. And I'm not trying to be an a-hole about it, but when you come at me and you're an a-hole about it, I just kind of said, look at the manual. And if you didn't look at the manual, tough. Just saying. Alright guys, pretty much almost got this thing together. I'm almost done putting it together. I had to stop last night because I got really tired. Last thing I have to do is install the CPU and actually install this, and we should be good to go. This is probably trying to figure out where to put this monitor. It's actually pretty kind of hard because I don't know. I might have to reposition my L, but trying to decide how to position it. Kind of wish I would have mounted it on the side and just put the fans at the top, but probably not gonna do that because I just don't want to. I mean, mounting it upside down with the side rack would be pretty okay. Just don't want to really have it at the top. Yeah, I'm almost done with this build. Trying to decide which probably gonna use this DIY mounting system for vertical mounting, just so I can have a little extra space on the front of the case, like for the statue. To be honest with you, kind of leaning towards not using the statue, but that would defeat the purpose of me doing this build, so I'm gonna try to make it work. Gotta see how it fits. I think it actually looks pretty fucking neat, to be honest with you. I feel like this one's better than the white build, just because of the gray. The gray is just pretty nice. But yeah, I'm almost done. I must say that the cable management turned out spectacular. I didn't use this piece right here on my last build, but I mean the only thing that's running behind there is the 24-pin connector to the 24-pin extension, and then power. 2 PCIs are running here, but they're being held in place pretty good. Considering all the fan connectors, I actually didn't hook up the hub. I hooked it up to the motherboard, but these fans use the traditional RGB 5-volt connectors, so I didn't get a chance to actually really capitalize on it. But if I could have if I'd went straight Phanteks, then I could have just daisy chained all the Phanteks fans to this, which if you wanted to go that route, you could. But yeah, I mean, that was my power supply. I got this one because one of my power supplies went out for Corsair, so it's been sitting up under the desk for a while, so brand new, so might as well use it. Ran the HDMI and the USB for the monitor through that hole right there. Had to modify the HDMI a little bit. Had to grind it down a little bit, but I mean, it's not gonna hurt function. It's gonna be hidden anyway. But yeah, cable management turned out fire. All right, guys, it looks like we are officially done with this build. I must say it turned out better than I expected. I would have liked to go with an all-white AO cooler, but unfortunately, I'm not paying $300 for another AO cooler. So I went with the $200 Thermaltake. You know the plan. I did change out the memory, like I said previously. I was going with 64 gigabytes, but I had the 7200 megahertz T-Force memory that was just laying around, so I decided to put that in place. Plus, it matches better with the color scheme because the red was kind of throwing it off. But I mean, would I recommend this build to anyone? Yes. This was my first time using an LCD screen. The computer went to sleep, but yeah, I do like the fact that when the screen goes to sleep, all the RGB turns off as well. So it actually turned out better than I thought it would. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe, and remember,
take me up to heaven. Yeah, she got me reaching still. Nothing to stop me falling. Who knew that looks could kill? I don't wonder why I'm breathing heavy, like the weight of it's on my chest. On my chest. Cause it ain't no